Welcome to this healing space. Right now, you don't have to be strong anymore. You don't have to keep holding everything together. You don't have to think anymore. You don't have to fix anything about yourself. For the next few moments, just allow your body to rest. Simply rest. Maybe today has been heavy. Maybe your nervous system has been working overtime for far too long. Always thinking. Always worrying. Always preparing for something that might happen next. And over time, the body begins to forget what true peace actually feels like. But right now, you are entering a different kind of space. A place where your body no longer needs to defend itself. A place where your heart is finally allowed to soften. A place where you no longer have to carry the weight of the world alone. Let this sound become a healing chamber made just for you. The healing chamber, a gentle space where your nervous system can slowly settle down, where layers of tension quietly melt out of the body, where the mind no longer has to run endlessly trying to protect you. And the beautiful thing is, you do not have to force yourself to heal. Your body already knows how to heal. When the body feels safe, the heart begins to open. When the body feels safe, the mind begins to quiet down. When the body feels safe, the body begins to restore itself. So tonight, let everything slow down. Relax your shoulders. Allow your jaw to soften. Allow the tightness in your chest to ease. And if you'd like, gently close your eyes. There is no need to control your breathing. Just notice that you are still here, still safe, still supported, still being held by life in the gentlest possible way. And inside this space, there is nowhere you need to rush to. Now imagine you are stepping into a room filled with soft, gentle light. Not too bright, not cold, not unfamiliar. Everything inside this room makes your body feel at ease. The air feels warm, quiet, safe. There's a deep feeling of peace that's hard to explain, as if your body has been waiting to return to this place for a very long time. You begin to slow down. Your breathing naturally softens. And for the first time in a long while, your body no longer feels the need to stay alert. Feel your feet being supported. Feel the full weight of your body slowly letting go. You do not need to hold yourself up anymore. You do not need to carry everything alone anymore. The healing chamber is holding you now, like an invisible embrace, gentle, steady, warm. And your nervous system is beginning to understand. I am safe now. Let that feeling slowly move through your body, through your eyes, down through your face, down through your throat, into your shoulders, into your chest, into the heart that has not truly rested in such a long time. And if any emotions begin to rise, let them be there. You do not need to fix your emotions. You do not need to become a better version of yourself right now. You only need to be here. Just here. Because true healing does not begin by forcing yourself to change. It begins the moment the body finally feels safe enough to let go. Maybe for many years, you have been living in survival mode without even realizing it. Always having to be strong. Always having to keep going. Always having to hold everything together for everyone else. But the body remembers every bit of pressure. It remembers the sleepless nights, the thoughts that never stop, the emotions that stayed silent for too long. And slowly, the nervous system begins to believe that life is always dangerous. Even when nothing is wrong, the body still cannot fully relax. But right now, a new signal is being sent through your body. A softer signal, a safer signal, a more peaceful signal. You are no longer in survival mode. You are entering a state of healing. Imagine the light in this room surrounding your entire body. A soft energy, warm, gentle, comforting. It moves through the tired mind, soothing the thoughts that have been racing for too long. It moves through the heart, softening the invisible pressure you've been carrying for so long. It moves down into the belly, where the body often stores fear and anxiety. And every part of you begins to exhale. Not just the body, but the mind, the emotions, the soul that has not truly rested in such a long time. And in this moment, allow yourself to receive one very simple truth. You are not broken. You are not weak. Your nervous system is simply tired. And now, it is finally beginning to recover. And now, as the body begins to soften even more, allow yourself to notice just how tired you've truly been. Not the kind of tired that disappears after one good night of sleep, but the kind of exhaustion that lives deep inside the nervous system. The kind that comes from being strong for too long, thinking too much, carrying too much, always preparing for something that might go wrong. And over time, the body slowly adapts to survival mode. Even when you are sitting still, the mind never fully rests. One part of you is always watching, always alert, always ready to react. That is why sometimes it feels difficult to relax, difficult to sleep deeply, difficult to feel completely at peace, because your nervous system has become used to surviving. But right now, there is nothing you need to fight anymore. Nothing you need to run from anymore. Nothing you need to prove anymore. The healing chamber is sending a new signal through your entire body. A very gentle signal. You are safe now. Allow that message to repeat softly inside you. I am safe now. I do not need to stay tense anymore. I do not need to prepare for danger anymore. I am allowed to rest. And each time you hear these words, your nervous system softens a little more, as if the body is finally receiving permission to put down the armor it has carried for far too long. Feel the forehead relaxing. Feel the space behind the eyes becoming lighter. The throat no longer feels tight. The shoulders no longer need to carry the weight of the world. and the chest begins to slowly open. There is no need to force a deep breath. Your body already knows how to return to its natural rhythm once it feels safe. And inside this quietness, the brain begins to change. Stress signals slowly begin to fade. The heartbeat softens. The body moves out of survival and into restoration. This is where healing begins. Not through pressure, not through force, but through safety. Through the feeling that the body is no longer alone. And if today you feel overwhelmed, if you feel like you've been carrying too much for too long, please know this: your body has never been working against you. It has simply been trying to protect you in the only way it knew how. But now, it is learning a new way to live. A gentler way. A slower way. A more peaceful way. And every cell in your body is beginning to remember what that feels like. Now, gently bring your awareness to the center of your chest. You do not need to imagine too much. Just notice that there is a quiet center within you. A place that has always been there. A place that remains gentle, even when life feels chaotic. Stay with that space for a moment. And imagine each heartbeat sending out a soft wave of peace. Slowly, steadily, gently. You do not need to force yourself to feel positive. You do not need to force yourself to raise your vibration. You do not need to become a perfect version of yourself. Simply allow yourself to feel this gentle presence. Because when the heart feels safe, the mind begins to quiet down. And when the mind no longer keeps sending signals of danger, the body begins to heal. Now imagine the heart and the brain slowly moving into harmony together. Like two waves that were once chaotic, now slowly finding the same rhythm. A slower rhythm. A softer rhythm. A more peaceful rhythm. And in this state, you are no longer being pulled by fear. You begin to become present. Present with your body. Present with this moment. Present with yourself. Maybe it has been a very long time since you truly felt safe inside your own body. But right now, that is beginning to change. Allow the heart to soften a little more, as if a warm light is spreading from the center of your chest. This light does not come from outside of you. It has always lived within you. Always. It's just that for so long, you've had to use all your energy to survive, that you forgot your natural state of peace. But peace never left you. It was simply waiting for your nervous system to become quiet enough to feel it again. And as you remain in this state of coherence, your body begins creating a new signal. A signal of healing. A signal of balance. A signal that tells the entire body, we are okay now. Let those words move softly through you. We are okay now. There is no need to rush anymore. There is no need to be afraid anymore. There is no need to carry every burden anymore. Right now, everything is slowing down. And deep inside, a more peaceful version of you is finally beginning to awaken. And now, as the body begins to trust this peaceful space even more, allow the next words to gently move into the deeper layers of your subconscious mind. There is no need to analyze them, no need to memorize them. Just let them drift through you like soft waves, and allow your nervous system to listen in the most natural way. I am safe inside my body. I am allowed to relax. I no longer need to live in a constant state of alertness. Every cell inside me is learning peace again. I no longer need to hold tension in order to survive. I am allowed to soften. I am allowed to rest. I am allowed to feel relief. And as these words repeat softly, the brain begins forming new connections. Connections of safety, of trust, of deep inner calm. Allow the mind to sink deeper into this state of relaxation, as if you are resting inside a healing chamber filled with soft light. No noise, no pressure, nothing that needs to be fixed. Only gentle presence. And inside this space, your subconscious mind begins to open. I no longer need to carry old fear. I am learning how to slow down. My body knows how to heal. My heart becomes lighter every single day. I do not need to control everything in order to feel safe. I trust life more and more. I am returning to my natural state of balance. My nervous system is recovering. I deserve peace. I deserve rest. I deserve to be loved gently. And each time these words move through the mind, another layer of old tension begins to melt away. Another layer of pressure begins to release. Another layer of exhaustion begins to leave the body. Allow all of this to happen naturally. There is no need to force anything, because the deepest healing often happens through softness, not through pressure, not through control, but through complete surrender. And now, allow these words to continue flowing softly within you. I am safe. I am peaceful. I am healing. Everything inside me is slowing down. I no longer live in survival mode. I am returning to myself. I am finally coming home. And now, as the body becomes quieter and calmer, old layers of tension begin to rise gently to the surface so they can finally be released. There is no need to fear that. It is simply a sign that the nervous system is opening. Imagine now a warm, healing light slowly moving through your entire body. It moves gently, without force, without urgency, only softly touching the places that have been tired for far too long. The light moves through the head, carrying away the mental overwhelm, the racing thoughts, the endless loops of worry. All of it slowly dissolves like mist. The light continues moving down through the neck and shoulders, the places where the body has been holding so much pressure. so much responsibility, so many unspoken emotions. And now, your shoulders no longer need to carry it all. You no longer need to hold the weight of the world on your body. Allow everything to slowly fall away. Little by little, the light continues moving into the chest, where the heart has been silently enduring so much for so long. Maybe there have been wounds, disappointments, losses that you never truly allowed yourself to feel. But the healing chamber is not asking you to relive the pain. It is only gently helping the heart understand that it is over now. You survived. And now, you no longer need to live as if you are still trapped in the past. Feel the chest becoming lighter, softer, more open. The light continues moving down into the belly, where the body often stores fear and anxiety. And very gently, the tightness begins to dissolve. The stored pressure begins to leave the body, as if your body is finally exhaling after holding its breath for a very long time. You do not need to carry everything anymore. You do not need to protect yourself every moment anymore. You do not need to stay strong all the time anymore. Allow the body to rest. Truly rest. And as the old tension leaves, a new space begins to open within you. A quieter space. A lighter space. A safer space. A space where peace can finally return. A space where the body can remember what it feels like to live without constant fear. And inside this stillness, allow yourself to feel one very simple truth. You are still here. You are still healing. And little by little, the light within you is becoming stronger again. And now, as the old layers of tension continue to leave the body, allow your system to learn a new way of being. Not a state of constant effort, not a state of constant alertness, but a state of natural peace. Imagine now that your body is beginning to remember this feeling, as if every cell is being reprogrammed through safety, through gentleness, through deep rest. Your brain is learning that peace no longer has to be rare. It can become your new normal. Picture yourself on a quiet, peaceful morning. You wake up without heaviness in your chest. Your mind is no longer racing the moment you open your eyes. Your body no longer tightens before the day even begins. Everything feels a little slower, a little lighter, a little softer, and you begin living not from fear, but from presence, from peace, from trust that life is not always a battle. Allow this image to move deeply into your subconscious mind. A more peaceful version of you. A version of you that no longer lives in constant survival. A version of you that knows how to rest without guilt. How to slow down without feeling left behind. How to soften without feeling weak. And the longer you remain in this state, the more your body begins to believe, this is who I truly am. Not the stress, not the anxiety, not the exhaustion. Peace is your natural state. Allow those words to slowly move through your body. Peace is my natural state. I do not need to earn peace. am simply remembering it again. And each day, your nervous system will continue learning this. Continue softening. Continue healing. Continue returning to balance. Until one day, you realize you are no longer living under the same pressure as before. You begin breathing more easily, sleeping more deeply, smiling more softly, and feeling safer being yourself. And now, there is nothing left to do. No need to relax any more than you already are. No need to heal faster. No need to become anyone else. Just rest. Allow the body to sink deeper into this quietness, as if you are resting inside a healing space beyond time. Everything feels soft, slow, peaceful. And inside this silence, your nervous system is still recovering. Your brain is still creating new pathways. Your heart is still learning safety again. Your body is still remembering peace, even while you do nothing at all. That is the beauty of healing. You do not have to force it to happen. You only need to allow it. So now, rest here for a little while longer. If the mind drifts, that's okay. If emotions rise, that's okay too. If the body simply wants to be still, that is completely okay. The healing chamber is holding you. Gently, steadily, safely. And deep inside, everything is slowly returning to where it belongs. And whenever you feel ready, begin gently bringing awareness back to your body. There is no need to rush. Simply notice the space around you again. Notice the support beneath your body. Notice your heartbeat. Slower, softer, more peaceful. And remember this, you do not need to heal everything overnight. The nervous system heals through gentleness, through small moments of safety like this. And every time you return to this space, your body will learn how to relax more deeply. Your mind will become quieter. Your heart will become lighter. So if you still feel tired today, be gentle with yourself. You are recovering. You are learning how to live without constantly surviving. And that is a beautiful journey. Before leaving the healing chamber, carry this feeling of peace with you. Carry this slower rhythm with you. Carry this softness with you. So wherever you go, a part of you will always remember, I am safe. I am supported. I no longer have to fight everything alone. Thank you for allowing yourself to rest today. And if this space helped your heart feel even a little lighter, come back anytime your body needs healing again. Wishing you a deeply peaceful night. And may your nervous system continue healing gently through love and rest.